yesterday morning about Tyson Kozak and blocking shots, and yesterday, unfortunately, just kind of like a dirty hit around the boards with him. Is there any update on the reason?
He's out today. I don't have any further update. Lower body. Yeah, it was a terrible hit. Our league needs to do a better job. We allow way too much hitting from behind. It's just we allow way too much hitting from behind. Happens all the time, and it's not called and it's not suspended enough.
I've heard you use the word egregious a couple times this month, and we look back.
There's 4 of them last night.
Yeah. 4 last night?
4 last night.
Earlier, Davies on Wednesday, Gallups earlier in the month, right? With Cleveland.
It's the dirtiest hit in hockey. Driving a guy headfirst into the wall from behind. And it happens consistently because we don't suspend guys for it.
How are you, I guess?
Well, what happens is then you have to go fight guys because of it. So we'll police it if the league doesn't want to.
One of the things Kozak does well is block shots. Can you, shifting gears, talk about your team's total buy-in to doing that? It felt like you guys really tried to protect the Garza last night.
Yeah, I think block shots are contagious. And the more guys do it for each other, the more it encourages, maybe guilts other guys into doing it for each other. And so, I think that guys that, we have a lot of guys, Kozak's at the lead of it. Brendan Warren does it a lot. Ethan Prow is a great shot blocker. Riley Stillman's a great shot blocker. And it becomes contagious. And Brandon Byro and Lukas Rusak and all of a sudden Rosie's becoming a really good shot blocker. And it does. It's something that there's, when you're on the bench, other than a goal, the thing that gets the bench going the most is a block, a big hit, or a fight. Because everybody knows that block shots aren't fun. Nobody wants to block a shot. It's miserable. But you do it because you care about your teammates, you want to win. And so it's one of the ultimate signs of team sacrifice.
One of the guys you brought up is Brendan Warren. It's funny, he says he's not a goal scorer. He has 4 in 10 games. He's not doing a bad job this year. What are you saying?
Well, War Dog, his growth, we talk a lot about the prospects and the development of the prospects, but we always like to say here that we're really proud of the development of our, all of our guys. Brendan Warren's mid-20s. He was, 23 or whatever when he showed up a couple years ago from the East Coast League, and he's just turned himself into a really, really good hockey player. He's miserable to play against. He's physical. He's fast. And guys, you tend to get rewarded offensively when you consistently go to the right areas, and so the goal last night was right in the blue paint. And those are, I can't rattle off all 4 of his goals this year in my head, but they're probably all right on the blue paint. So if you consistently go to good areas, you get rewarded. And on top of that, he's an execution machine. He'll go games without missing an assignment on team structure. And it's just really impressive, the kind of player he's turned himself into.
Look at a game like Wednesday, it's nice to win 6-0, go in with some breathing room, but to win last night, that's more of a character thing, right? A tight hockey game, 1-goal game, low scoring, that's kind of what you can see in the playoffs.
You grow more as a team from last night's win. Like the 6-0 one's great. I think it's the only one we've had this year that you're not sitting there in the last 10 minutes. Feels almost every game we've had has been a 1-goal game. So the 6-0 win's great. I don't think you'll learn as much about your team in a 6-0 game. You play good and you feel good. Some guys get some points and it's nice and it's confidence and stuff, but you'll learn more about your group in games like last night.
Coming off this, so that is a storyline, but he hasn't played a game in a while, so getting thrown into action like this, what are you expecting to see out of it?
I think with Devin, it's an opportunity to play, and what you expect and know that he's going to bring is competitiveness. He plays the position with a real high compete level, you can feel his passion and his competitiveness, his love of the game and of the position. when he's in the net for you. So, yeah, regardless of how long it's been since he's been in a game, he's probably uniquely prepared for this, coming from college. Like you go a week between games. There's times you have a week off there, then there's 2 weeks between games. Didn't seem to phase him very much in his college performances, and I expect he's going to give us a good effort today.
Clay, kind of on a sneaky heater right now, 3-game point streak. Is it just getting in on the right plays or making the right passes? What are you seeing out of it?
Well, Klager's a really good offensive player. I think he's increasing his defensive game all the time as well, which has been great to see. Last night I happened to be on the back end of a power play. He put himself in a really good spot and then delivered it. And that's something that our D-core last night did a really good job. Prowse on the first goal. Our D-core's delivering more pucks to the net area. Prowse's was a backside pass, but it was that same concept. And so they're rewarding our forwards for going there. I think our forwards have been, first 10, 15 games, we didn't have a consistent enough net presence. I think the last 15 or 20, our forwards have been going there, and we were trying to pound our D. We need to deliver more because the forwards have to pay a price to go there. They're getting cross-checked, slashed, hooked. And if the D don't deliver it, forwards will eventually stop going there. And so our D lately, and really good last night, are delivering more pucks and rewarding our forwards for going to hard areas.
Especially on the power play, we talked about getting grittier and driving to the net on the power play last night. Looked perfect.
Yeah, Mercy's at the front of the net. He tips the shot to create the rebound. So he's screening and tipping. Murray's at the front of the net, occupying another body, which then opens up Rusek for the backside rebound. If Murr and Mersch aren't there, number one, the goalie probably doesn't give up a rebound. And number two, Rusek would be covered because they wouldn't be occupied with the big guys there. So, that was the intent of putting Murr and Mersch on the same power play, is to create some more chaos and some more havoc in the blue paint. Last night it paid off. I hadn't thought of that. Devin Levi will be starting today. Yes.
Brianna, go ahead.
Thanks so much. Coach, you've won 5 of your last 7 since the turn of the year. Has there been a shift in a mindset or maybe a New Year's resolution? What's been the difference?
Good question. No, I don't think that's the case. I think it's been a 15, now 16 game run of really good practice during the week, really good games, playing the right way for 6 to 8 weeks now, practicing the right way for 6 to 8 weeks. We loved a lot of our games in early December. We weren't getting rewarded, and we were just preaching to our guys, stay the course. Like, this is going to turn into wins long term, which you always worry about when you're not getting rewarded with victories. So I think it's just the product of we've been doing things right at a higher level for 6 to 8 weeks now, and now we're starting to see some results.
And then tonight marks the halfway point of the season. Are you kind of looking, towards the playoffs, or is it more of a game by game type of mindset for you guys?
It's game by game. Certainly you understand you do look at standings more at this point of the year, but I'm a process oriented coach, and I try to preach that to our guys. We can't control some of the standings, what other teams are doing, but we can control how we practice, how we play, how we prepare, how much we give each other. So I'm more of a day-to-day process type coach. I don't look too far ahead. I just want our guys to try to be great today and give ourselves the best chance to win.